previously, before this interview, you were talking about the great resignation, right? And I was saying, well, yeah, great resignation, often an insight that the life that was led up until that point wasn't really fulfilling enough, but there was no stopping. You just had to go on. If you didn't go on, there was no job waiting for you, right? So you had to go on. So now there was almost like a period where you could reflect, is this the life I want to lead? Or do I want to reorient myself to a job that is much more meaningful for me, even though it pays less? But it doesn't necessarily have to pay less. So I think that it's a fascinating period. This decade feels like, wow, and we don't know, right? Nobody knows where exactly this is going, but the potential for this decade is enormous. And also that the young people, of course, will be coming up, right? There will
Yes.
be some trauma for sure with younger people who went through Corona, but also I already feel, I don't know that many young people, but the ones that I do know, some of them feel very different. They're open. Yesterday, I was in a little family with a 5-year-old, a 14-year-old, and a 16-year-old, and they didn't know me, but their parents had announced that there was a shaman coming. But they were so curious, and they stayed up for part of the night. They just wanted to be in the energy. They were not preoccupied with their devices or whatever. They were curious. And of course, the parents themselves are open people. But yeah, I remain actually very, very hopeful. And part of it because of what you bring to the table, that in essence, all these spiritual traditions are non-dual. And once you have a bit of a non-dual insight, then you see that the other person is not different from you. Yeah, in form, sure, in skin color, but not different. I mean, everybody wants to be happy, right? Everybody is looking for love. Everybody is looking for healing. Every person who has been damaged in some way, even in a small way, is looking for that particular piece that still is ready and has the ability to be healed. And then the life is more full, is more whole.